Hello student. In the previous class student, just we have to initialize the exercise 2.2. Some of the question of this exercise already we have to discussed in the previous video. Now today we have to just complete this exercise and some remaining question we will see here. And I think we hope that all of you are getting the formula of in trigonometry, because in this particular solution of this second 2.2 exercise, you can see the very important thing is the trigonometric formula. If we have to know about each and every formula, then I think no problem is to be there. But suppose any of the student have no idea of any kind of formula, then he or she cannot be think about the particular type of substitution as well as the formula, and there will be some problem in such type of questions will be arises. And again I am saying this particular ITF we will use in the case of calculus where differentiation integration we will discuss. Then again the similar kind of problem will be facing, and again we have to just learn the formula of trigonometry, so that here if we are learning the formula, then in the further chapters again there should be no problem is to be there. Is it to be clear? So up to question number 10 student already we have to discuss in the last class. Now we will take the question number 11. Now question number 11 we are taking here. So question number 11 you can just see. In this question number 11, find the values of each of the following. Some of the given expressions are to be there, and we have to just find the value of the given expression. So then question number 11, tan inverse, this is 2 cos, this is 2 sin inverse 1 by 2. So I think a very simple question is to be there, where easy calculation is to be there for the related part, and easily you can get the answer. So question number 11 we are just taking. In this part we have to given the tan inverse, this is 2 cos, and here it is to be given as 2 sin inverse 1 by 2, and just we have to find the value. So first of all student, this sin inverse 1 by 2, so definitely you know very well about the principal value of sin inverse 1 by 2. So the 1 by 2 value, so let this part will be taken as theta, then sin theta will become 1 by 2, then theta is to be get written as pi by 6, because 30-degree angle will give the value 1 by 2 here. So finally you can say that this sin inverse 1 by 2 has the value pi by 6. So this expression now will get converted like this, 2 cos, here 2 into pi by 6. Is it to be clear? Now pi by 6, then it is should be 3. So finally we will write this part, then tan inverse, this part will become 2 cos pi by 3. Now pi by 3, so definitely pi by 3 is the angle for this cos, 60-degree angle is to be there. Then cos pi by 3, you know very well about the value of cos pi by 3, that it should be again found to be 1 by 2. So finally we will write this particular value of cos pi by 3, then 1 by 2, then 2 is to be get cancel out, and finally we will obtain as tan inverse of 1, and I think you know very well about the value of tan inverse 1, that is pi by 4. So I think in this question no much more concept and no much more different things is to be get required. Only a very simple and linear calculation is to be there. You can just simplify the inside part, and you will just move inside to outside always. Is it to be clear? So this question has the answer as pi by 4. Note down this answer. Then we will take the next question number 12. Question number 12 you can see here again. In this question I think there should be no problem. You can just see the expression and you can just provide the answer only. So here just we are solving this question number 12. Here this particular expression is to be given as cot of tan inverse A plus cot inverse A. So I think you know very well about this expression. Tan inverse X plus cot inverse X is what? Pi by 2 always. So you can just use this identity here. So this part will be written as cot of pi by 2, because as per this identity you can say that this is A and this is A, then this whole part will become pi by 2, and I think the value of cot pi by 2 is always found to be 0, because a very simple value you can just check from your table, and I think the table is to be learned to each and every student, because from the class 9th you have just using this table. So cot pi by 2 value is the 0. So directly you can just write down the answer of such kind of expression. Just we have to use the property of tan inverse X plus cot inverse X equals to pi by 2. Is it to be clear? So note down the answer of this question number 12 student. After that we will just take the question number 13. Here the question number 13 is to be given as tan 1 by 2 sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. plus cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square. And here the some conditions are to be given. Always the conditions satisfy with the given principle and domain of the given trigonometric and inverse trigonometric function. So if we will not keep in mind these conditions, then there should be no problem to getting the answer of NCERT. Is it to be clear? So we have to just see the expression first of all. Here tan 1 by 2 sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square. So how this question is to be get solved? We will take this question number 13 now. In this question number 13, the given expression is to be written like tan of 1 by 2. Here it is to be written as sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square, and here this is to be written as cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square. Is it to be clear? Now first of all, for this part we have to take x equals to, we have to put x equals to tan a. We have to put x equals to tan a, and for this part we have to take y equals to tan b, because we are just checking the given expression inside this expression. Here 2x upon 1 plus x square. Suppose x is tan a, then 2 tan a upon 1 plus tan square a. So you know very well about the formula of sin 2 theta and cos 2 theta. Here sin 2 theta in term of tan can be written as 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, and the formula of cos 2 theta in terms of tan, I think you know very well, 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus. So on behalf of the given expression, we are using the substitution as tan a or tan b. So now you can just write this part tan 1 by 2. This part will become sin inverse of sin 2a. This part will become sin inverse of sin 2a, because here just x will be tan a, then 2 tan a upon 1 plus tan square a will become sin 2a as per this formula. And similarly you can just see here this particular part will become cos 2b. Is it to be clear? Now this sin inverse and sin will get cancelled out or not. Here cos inverse and cos x will get cancelled out or not. We will just check this thing. For this part just some conditions are to be given, and student, again I am saying the conditions are always fulfilled with the principal value in your NCERT. So I think there should be no problem. Directly you can write down this expression as tan of, this is 2a and this is 2b. 2 will be taken common, then it will become a plus b. It will be become a plus b. So finally we will get this expression as tan of a plus b here. Then definitely a is what? You can say that a is tan inverse x, b is what? Tan inverse y. So you can just write here or you can use the formula of tan a plus b also, no problem. After that you can put the value of a and b, but before that suppose we have to put the value of a and b, then it should be tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now you can just apply the formula, then it will be written as tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Now this particular xy is always given as less than 1, no problem. So this tan inverse and tan will be get cancelled out, and finally we will just obtain the expression as x plus y upon 1 minus xy. This will be taken as the final answer of this question. And in these type of expressions, suppose any of the trigonometric formula you know very well, then I think there should be no problem is to be get obtained to simplify the given expression. Is that to be clear? Now the next part we will take, student. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Next question number 14 we are taking here. So question number 14 you can check first of all. Sine of bracket sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equals to 1. Then we have to just calculate the value of x. Again a very simple part is to be there, and directly you can just think about this part. Suppose this is 1 by 5, then sin inverse x plus cos inverse x will become pi by 2, you know very well, and whole this part will be pi by 2, then this sin pi by 2 will be 1. So directly you can check the answer without of any calculation. Some of objective question is to be there, then directly you can provide the answer of x equals to 1 by 5 here. But how the calculation will be proceed, we can check this thing. So the question number 14 we will take. Question number 14. Here the question is to be given as sine of sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x, that should be given as 1. So firstly we have to take the inverse, or this sign will go in this side, then it will be written as sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x will become sin inverse of 1, because this sign will be go in this side, then it will become sin inverse 1, and you know very well about the value of sin inverse 1, that is pi by 2. So finally we will write this thing, then sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse of x will become pi by 2. Now student, this particular sin inverse 1 by 5 will go in the right hand side, then it will be written as pi by 2 minus sin inverse 1 by 5. So finally you will just say one thing, you know very well about this property, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x will become pi by 2. So definitely pi by 2 minus sin inverse, so sin inverse will go in this side, then pi by 2 minus sin inverse 1 by 5 will be written as cos inverse 1 by 5. Is it to be clear? So now the cos inverse will be get cancelled out, and you will obtain the value of x equals to 1 by 5. That already you can just tell about the given expression. So in such type, some kind of objective question, just directly you can think about this part, but subjectively how this question is to be get solved in copy and what type of property we are using, we have to just mention that part. That's why we are doing like this. Is it to be clear? So again, the question is to be very simple, and you can just simplify the question in a very simple type of strategy you can use here. Is it to be clear? So next question number 15 we will take, student. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Question number 15 we are taking. Again, in this question number 15, you can check the question number 15. Tan inverse of x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus tan inverse of x plus 1 upon x plus 2 equals to pi by 4. Then we have to find the value of x. Here this kind of such expression in terms of x are to be given, and just we have to simplify the part to obtain the value of x. Is it to be clear? So no problem is to be there in this question. Just we will take this question number 15. So in this question number 15, it is to be given as tan inverse x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus tan inverse x plus 1 upon x plus 2, and that should be given as pi by 4. Just we have to calculate the value of x here, no problem. You know very well about the formula of this tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Again this property will be used here, and that should be written like this, tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy. We are using this property in this case. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y will become now tan inverse x plus y, so x minus 1 upon x minus 2 plus x plus 1 upon x plus 2. So upon 1 minus x minus 1 x plus 1 x minus 2 x plus 2. So we will write the formula as per the given terms. Now we have to just simplify this part, and this tan inverse will go in this side, then it will become tan pi by 4, and tan pi by 4 means tan 45 degree will give the answer as 1. Is it to be clear? So we have to just simplify this thing now. So in this calculation, just we have to take the LCM. LCM of this part and this part will be same here, so this part will be get cancelled out. Finally we have to just write the expression, then x minus 1 is to be get multiplied with x plus 2 plus x plus 1 is to be get multiplied with x minus 2 divided by, here this part will be written as x square minus 4, because you can use the identity a plus b or a minus b, and this part is to be get multiplied with 1 after taking the LCM. Similarly this part is again said to be again is to be solved just by using the a plus b into a minus b. So we can use here x square minus 1, a square minus b square you can use here, and this part will become 1. How this part is said to be 1? Because this tan inverse go in this side, then it will become tan pi by 4, and tan pi by 4 has the value 1. So now the expression will become now in this part. So we will just multiply these parts, and we will just write the next part here. So x square, x is to be get x minus 1 is to be get multiplied here, then here x square minus x plus 2x and minus 2. So x square plus x minus 2, here x square plus x minus 2 is the answer of this multiplication. Similarly in the next part you will do the multiplication, then x square minus x x square minus x minus 2. Is it to be clear? Upon this part is to be simplified, then you can say that x square is get cancelled out, minus 4 and this is plus 1. So finally we will say that here minus 3 is to be there, and minus 3 you can write here and here 1. So cross multiply is to be there, then this minus 3 is to be written in the right hand side, and here this plus x and minus x will get cancelled out. X square plus x square will become 2x square, minus 4 will become minus 3. So 2x square will be taken as 1, then x will be taken as plus or minus 1 by root 2. Is it to be clear? So this is the value of x, you can just say here in the solution of this given expression. So here student, somewhere the calculation is very important. Some of the student will get mistake in the LCM part as well as in the multiplication, addition, subtraction, then definitely you will not get the answer. So we have to keep the calculation proper. So for this part we have to just write each and every step clearly, and we have to write more steps. If we are not writing the multiplication directly, then you can use 1 or 2 step also, but the question will be correct. It will be much more important for us. Is it to be clear? And within the time limit, just we have to do the, so such type of calculation will improve your calculation speed as well as accuracy of calculation will be there. If we are getting the answer in the very first time, sometime the calculation will get mistake. By mistake we have to do the some calculation mistake. So we have to just escape from the calculation mistake, and according to the process, if we have to write the each and every step clearly, then definitely at last you will get the proper answer. So in this question we have to learn 2 things. One is the important formula and identity, you can use the property. After that the calculation part is very important. No much more any extra logic we have to just apply here. Is it to be clear? So such type of calculation student you can do by yourself, so that the concept of calculation and accuracy as well as the calculation speed, all the things are to be get improved to you. Next question number 16 we are taking. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Question number 16 you can just check here. Again the question is very simple. Question number 16, 17, 18, 19, and these questions are to be the very simple type of questions, you can check here. So just we will solve these questions. Then first question number 16, sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. So question number 16, sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. Now some of the students says the answer should be 2 pi by 3, but here very important, the property number first already we have to discussed in this chapter, exercise 2.2, where sine inverse of sine x will become x, but when x will belongs to the plus pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. So definitely this 2 pi by 3 does not belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. That's why the answer is not said to be written as 2 pi by 3. So for this part, just we have to convert this thing. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 can be written like this, sine of in pi minus pi by 3. Now sine pi minus theta, so definitely it should be there in second quadrant. So sine pi minus theta in second quadrant sine will be the positive. So finally we will just write this thing as sine inverse of sine pi by 3. So as per the transformation formula you have to just learn in the class 11, sine pi minus theta is again said to be the sine theta, and this will be the second quadrant, and in second quadrant the sign will become will be always positive. So this part can be written as sine pi by 3. Now you can say that pi by 3 belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. This is the principal value of this part. So the answer is to be obtained as pi by 3. So this should be taken as the answer of this question. Some of the student directly says that the answer is said to be 2 pi by 3, but that should be wrong, because you know very well important property of sine inverse of sine x, that should be written as x. That should be written as x. Is it to be clear? So such type of questions we have to keep in mind, because in examination generally these questions are to be asked, and definitely some of the student make the logic like this part will cancel out this and answer will be 2 pi by 3, but that should be not a suitable answer. We have to think the particular logic. After that we have to do the calculation. Next 17 question we have to take here. In this question number 17, again you can check the question. tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4 is to be written. Now again we have to say that whether the answer is to be obtained 3 pi by 4 or not. So it will depend on the principal value of tan inverse. So principal value of tan inverse will become minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So definitely this particular angle, if this 3 pi by 4 will lie in this interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 open interval, then your answer should be as 3 pi by 4. But suppose it is not satisfied with this given interval, then we have to just convert and we have to just use the some transformation. So in this question number 17, it is to be written as tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. So now you can just say this is tan inverse, and here 3 pi by 4 does not belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, so that the answer is not said to be the 3 pi by 4. So we have to just use the some transformation. So 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi minus pi by 4. This can be written as pi minus pi by 4. Now tan pi minus theta. So as per the transformation formula of trigonometry, tan pi minus theta is minus of tan theta, because in second quadrant the particular tan theta will be negative. So you know very well about this thing. So tan inverse of this will be written as minus of tan pi by 4. How this negative sign is to be get written here? Because you know very well tan pi minus theta. So in quadrant theory, here it is pi, then pi minus theta will lie in second quadrant. In second quadrant the tan will give the negative answer. I think these things are to be known for you. Now one more important property, tan inverse of minus x. Suppose this whole part is to be taken as x, then tan inverse of minus x is always said to be minus of tan inverse x. So definitely this minus sign you can just write down outside this part. We have to learn this property. Now this particular pi by 4 we will check. Now you can say that this pi by 4 belongs to the open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and you can say that this will be satisfied with the principle of this tan inverse. So the answer is to be obtained as minus of pi by 4. Is it to be clear? So in such type of questions, such kind of transformation and basic properties we have to just use, so that easily you can just find out the answer of each and every given question. Is it to be clear? Now student, note the answer of this question number 17, so that next question number 18 we can check here. So question number 18 you can see here. In this question number 18, tan sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2, then just we have to find the value of this expression. Here the some problem is to be there, because outside function is tan, you can see here, inside function is either sine inverse and cot inverse. Now cot inverse is definitely is to be get converted into tan inverse, because you know very well one important property, that is tan inverse of 1 by x. Tan inverse of 1 by x will be written as cot inverse of x. So by using this property, this part will be converted into tan. But how this conversion is to be there? So student, in the previous theory part, in the last part of theory of this exercise 2.2, some conversion process I will just tell in that part. So these conversions are to be very important here, and here the conversion is to be get applied in this question also, and after that we will easily simplify the given part. So next question number 18 we will just take here, tan of sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. So next question number 18, in this question number 18, tan of sine inverse 3 by 5 plus cot inverse 3 by 2. We have to just write the question. We have to find the value of this part. So first of all we can write this part as, suppose this is to be written as sine inverse 3 by 5, and here this part is to be get converted into tan inverse, then it will become 2 by 3. First of all we have to keep in mind this thing, because you can use the property cot inverse of x equals to tan inverse of 1 upon x. We have to learn this property. So if the reciprocal of this input is to be then this cot inverse will be changes into tan inverse, no problem. But what can we say about this part? How this part is to be get changed into the tan inverse? So this conversion, so let let sine inverse of 3 by 5 will be taken as any angle A, then definitely sine A will be written as 3 by 5. Now you can use the help of right angle triangle. This thing already we have to just discuss in the theory part. Now this particular angle is found to be A, then this is 3 by 5. So this is 3k, this is 5k. Now using the Pythagoras theorem you will obtain this as a 4k, you know very well. Now student, this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that's why we have to write this trigonometric ratio, I think you know very well. Now by using Pythagoras theorem you can just obtain the third side, that is base here 4k. Now we have to write that in terms of tan. So what should be the tan A? From here the value of tan A is what? Perpendicular upon base, so this should be equals to 3 by 4. Now this A is what? Tan inverse 3 by 4, and A is, means in place of this sine inverse 3 by 5 we can write here tan inverse of 3 by 4. So this type of conversion we can just do with the help of right angle triangle always. Is it to be clear? So whenever the requirement is there, then definitely you can use the conversion like this. Is it to be clear? So now there is a requirement to change this part into tan inverse, so that now we can use the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Is it to be clear? So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is what? So I think you know very well about this formula. So it should be written as tan inverse 3 by 4 plus 2 by 3 upon 1 minus 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Is it to be clear? Now you can just simplify the part, then 3 will get cancelled out here. This is 2 by 4, 1 by 2. So the denominator part will give the answer as 1 by 2. In the numerator part, this is 9, this is 8. So 17 upon 12 you can say that. Is it to be clear? So this should be written as tan of tan inverse. If the calculation is to be done, then 9 plus 8, 17 upon 12, and here the denominator part will give the answer 1 by 2. So this 2 is get cancelled out, then 6. Now finally the tan inverse with the is to be get cancelled out with this tan, and you can just say that the answer is to be obtained as 17 upon 6. Is it to be clear? So finally we will get the answer here, no problem, but before that we have to just requirement of this particular property as well as this conversion process. This is the conversion. Is it to be clear? So these type of conversions are to be basically used in any of the question of ITF. Just we have to see these things carefully, and according to that we have to do these type of conversions also. Is it to be clear? So student, in this question number 18, some important phenomena of conversion you can check here, and after that you can just simplify the question, no problem. But these type of conversion we have to keep in mind. Whenever the requirement is there, then you can do these type of conversions. Is it to be clear? Next question we will take student 19. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Next question number 19 we are taking here. So in question number 19, cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6, cos inverse cos 7 pi by 6. So definitely first of all this 7 pi by 6 you can check the principle of cos inverse, you know very well, from 0 to pi. So definitely 7 by pi 6 will lie in that interval or not. So 7 pi by 6 you can say that this is pi plus pi by 6. So outside pi this 7 pi by 6 will be lie. So definitely the answer cannot be written as 7 pi by 6 here. That means we have to just simplify the part. After that we will just calculate the answer. So we will take this question number 19. In this question number 19, cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6 is to be get simplified. Then first of all you can say that 7 pi by 6 does not belongs to the closed interval 0 to pi, because the principle of this cos inverse will be 0 to pi, and suppose any value lie in this interval, then answer is to be obtained as x, no problem. But here it should not be happen, so we have to just use the some transformation. So this part is to be written as cos inverse cos pi plus pi by 6, cos pi plus pi by 6. So cos pi plus pi by 6. So as per the transformation of trigonometric function, cos pi plus theta. So this particular pi plus pi by 6 will move in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, the cos will provide the negative answer. So finally we will say that this is cos inverse minus cos pi by 6. This part can be written as minus cos pi by 6 because this particular negative sign is due to the quadrant, because this particular given angle lie in the third quadrant. In third quadrant the cos will give the negative answer. Now the very important property we have already learned, cos inverse of minus x will be written as pi minus cos inverse x. You know very well about this part. So now to eliminate this negative sign we can use this property, and already we have to use the property, learn the property in the theory part. So you can just use the property. Now this particular pi by 6, now you can say that this angle pi by 6 lie in the interval 0 to pi, so that the answer will be written as pi minus pi by 6 and the answer should be written as 5 pi by 6. So very important question is to be there. Some of the student will write the answer because the question is objective and the first option is to be given as 7 pi by 6 and they are taking mark the 7 pi by 6, but answer is to be wrong because our concept is to be not proper understood, where because this particular angle lie in principle, then your answer is to be right. But here this will does not belongs to the principle of cos inverse, then we have to use the some transformation of this angle, and as per the trigonometry we have to do the transformation, and by using the property finally we will get the answer of this question as 5 pi by 6. So the next question we are taking, student. Before that, pause the video to note it down. The question number 20 we will now take here, and in this question 19 the answer B is to be the correct answer. 20th question is the very simple part is to be there, where this sine pi by 3 minus sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. So first of all, just we will simplify the question here only. So you can see the solution here only. So definitely sine inverse of minus half. So sine inverse of minus half, firstly you can write here sine minus of sine inverse 1 by 2, because you know very well about the property sine inverse of minus x will become minus of sine inverse x. So this minus sign will be written outside as per the property, and now you can just provide the answer of sine inverse 1 by 2, that should be minus of pi by 6. So the answer of this part, answer of only this part is to be written as minus pi by 6. Is it to be clear? So this answer is minus pi by 6, then pi by 3 minus of minus will be plus. So this particular part will be written here sine of pi by 3 plus pi by 6. Now you can take the LCM, then LCM is 6. So it will become 2 pi plus pi. So it will become sine pi by 2. So finally it will become sine pi by 2. Then answer is to be obtained as 1. So definitely you can check the option number D is the correct answer here, because here the question will be simplified in very simple way. Firstly we have to just simplify this part. We have to just simplify this part. Then easily you can get the answer of this part. Putting the value as minus pi by 6 here, minus into minus will become plus. So pi by 3 plus pi by 6 will become, now this part is to be get added, then it will become pi by 2, then sine pi by 2 will give the answer as 1. So such type of questions are to be generally very important for the objective type of questions, where some objective questions are to be asked, then you can just provide the answer. Next question and the last question of this exercise we will just discuss here. Question number 21. So in this question number 21, again tan inverse of root 3 is to be given. Now directly you can write down the answer of this tan inverse root 3, because tan inverse root 3 will give the answer as pi by 3, because tan 60 degree will give the answer of root 3. That's why we can write down the answer directly here. Now this part is to be get simplified. This part is to be get simplified. Then firstly we will write this part as pi minus cot inverse of root 3, because here cot inverse of minus x, here cot inverse of minus x will be always written as pi minus cot inverse x. We have to keep in mind one property we have discussed related to this negative sign. So we have to just use that part here. So this minus sign is to be get eliminated in this way. Now cot inverse root 3. So definitely cot inverse root 3 will be at pi by 6. So pi minus pi by 6, that should be written as 5 pi by 6. So definitely this part has the answer pi by 3 and this part has the answer 5 pi by 6. Is it to be clear? So finally the subtraction is to be there. So if we have to simplify the answer, then this will be written as pi by 3 minus 5 pi by 6. After taking the LCM as 6, you can say that this will be 2 pi minus 5 pi. So the answer is minus 3 pi by 6, and minus 3 pi by 6 will be written as minus of pi by 2. So finally the answer option number B is the correct answer here. You can just check the answer. But student, each and everything we have to keep in mind, and as per the given process we have to use the things. Easily you will get the answers. Is it to be clear? So in this exercise 2.2 student, various questions we have to just discuss here. Each and every question is to be very important for us, because the so many properties we are using, and as per the calculation point of view, this chapter will be have some calculation. Sometime we have to take the LCM, plus minus, into, divide. These things are to be generally student make the mistakes where also. So we have to keep in mind the properties as well as the calculation part. Accuracy of calculation is the very important, because in any examination, suppose you know very well about the property but you are doing mistake in the calculation part, then there should be no benefit to learn the property, because here in examination we will get the proper marks when all the things are to be fulfilled and properly to be defined in your copy, then you will get the answers. Otherwise, if any of the part is to be get not covered, either calculation part you can say that, or either the properties or logic part you can say that. In these questions the logic is very simple, because if we have to know about the formula or property, then you can write down the answer. But after that part, very important thing is the calculation. So calculation is the very important section in mathematics you have to keep in mind, because in calculus part, again such kind of calculations related to the inverse trigonometric functions we will do. Then these trigonometric substitutions, trigonometric identities, trigonometric formulas, each and everything is to be very important for us. So each and every part you will do the practice, because here in mathematics, if you are doing the practice more and more of calculation part, of the logic part, or of the learning part, you can say that each and every part if we have to handle, then easily you will get the concept after some time. But it required some more time to do the practice. Without practice you cannot make the perfection in these cases. Is it to be clear? So student, one more important exercise of this chapter number 2, that is miscellaneous exercise, is there. So that exercise we will just start from the next video. Again I am saying you have to just learn, attempt the each and every question of this exercise 2.2 by yourself, where you can do the calculation by yourself. If there any calculation mistake is to be there, then you can check the video. Otherwise, no problem is to be there. And as well, you have to just simplify the some examples are also that should be given in your NCERT. So that examples you can just simplify, and from where you can judge your calculation whether we are attempting the question properly and directly or not. Each and everything you can just check. Is it to be clear? So thank you student. We will meet with the miscellaneous exercise in the next video. Till that, you have to do the practice of this exercise 2.2 of your NCERT mathematics. Thank you.